You there? Oh, hi everybody. Sorry about that. I actually lost my live stream and didn't realize we were live. Hi everybody. Welcome to Global Psychics Association. I'm excited to be with you here for the next hour. My name's Michelle, and I'm here to answer any questions you have tonight, whether it's wanting to connect with a past loved one in spirit, or whether you're just wanting some guidance or have a question that you would like answered. So feel free to pop that, say hi in the comment box and leave your question, and hopefully I can get to as many people as possible whilst we're here for the next hour. I look forward to that. So make sure you pop your comments in the box, and welcome to the year of the horse. Hopefully everybody's excited and looking forward to leaving the snake behind. I don't know about everybody else, but I sure am. The last 6 months have been, for a lot of people, quite intense, almost like just shedding everything that's no longer serving us. I feel like the rug was pulled out underneath a lot of us. And, you know, maybe it was in preparation for getting ready for the year of the horse. So hope everybody's as optimistic and looking forward to it as I am. But please put your comments in the comment box or your questions. Say hello, just so I know that you're there. And I might just draw a card for the collective whilst we're waiting. So let's see what comes up today. Just a general for everybody. Okay. What I got was about having patience and don't rush in. Having patience, taking your time. And when I'm feeling into this card, I do feel like this is around decisions that need to be made. There's almost like there's two choices that you might be looking at and you're not sure which one is the right one. I want to sort of say, take your time. Don't rush in. Try and get out of the head a little bit. Try and connect with your intuition, and know that your intuition will lead you in the right direction. Okay, so wonderful. So hi, Sandhya. I'd like to you'd like to ask a reading about your love life, please. I've been single for a long time, recovering from an autoimmune disease. I'm happy on my own. Thank you. Hi, and welcome. Welcome. Let's have a look. And you know what? It's always great to be happy from where you are on your own. Let's have a look. Though. You've been recovering from it. I want to say this, that you've also been recovering from your autoimmune disease for quite some time as well. This feels like this has been ongoing, and all of your energy has been put into yourself and focusing on your healing and all of those kinds of things. I also want to say that during this time there's been a lot of personal growth for you as well. Because what they're showing to me, it's almost like you're coming out of the fog. That's what it feels like to me. Not only with your health, but also there is a feeling of really knowing who you are and being happy either way, and not feeling that you need someone to complete you. And that's always a great place to be when you are or when you do meet someone. But let's have a look. The healing has been ongoing for some time. Yeah. Sorry, my cards just jumped out. They flew out. I don't know whether this is a 2 to 3 year period, but for some reason I'm getting like 2 to 3 years around this. So I don't know if that makes sense to you. whether that's been 2 to 3 years that you've been focusing on your healing, or whether it's been 2 to 3 years that you've dated somebody. Yeah, but it's all worth it. It's all worth it. I do want to I do feel like, I do want to say, and it's always interesting when you get to that stage and you've done all that growth and you're really happy on your own, it's incredible that that's, the time that somebody will be coming in. I do feel like there is 2 years almost, yeah. That's what it was feeling like to me. It almost feels like you're ready. That's the feeling that I'm getting around this. I do see somebody coming in within the next year. Okay, so within the next 12 months, I do feel like there will be somebody in your radar. I do want to say that is to have fun with it and bring on, but that's okay. The 2 years would have been for your the healing. That makes sense to me. And when I got 2 to 3 years, I do want to say within the third year, that's when you're going to meet someone. I do want to say have fun with it and don't take it so seriously when you do meet someone. It's about kind of, embracing that flirty side of you and that enjoyment, and knowing that regardless, you are happy on your own, and to take that risk, because I do feel like there is somebody coming. And I do feel like it's going to be within the next 12 months. Okay. I do want to say as well with your healing, it feels to me like you're in a much better place now. That's the feeling that I get around this. And I also want to say this is still going to be another really big year of personal growth and healing as well. But there definitely is somebody who's going to be crossing your path within the next 12 months. And it does feel really good. It does feel really good. So I wish you all the best with that. And thank you for being with us and joining us tonight. I appreciate it. So all the best with that. Okay. So welcome everybody. Please don't be shy. Pop your questions in the comments. Anything that you want answered tonight, any mediumship questions. There's always work to do for all of us. There's, I don't think we ever get to a stage where we think, we've done it. But it definitely is just going to get better and better and better. So, hi, Tash. Lovely to see you, darling. Nice of you to join us. Do you have a question for me, darling? Would you like a reading? If so, just pop your question in the comment box. Or would you like me just to do a general for you while I'm waiting? Miss Tash. Miss Tash. Oh, okay. I'm just going to go ahead and do a general for you, darling. I do want to say, are you looking at starting a business, or are you looking at a new job? Does that make sense to you at all? I kind of feel like there's a big shake-up coming for you. I do feel like that you're in charge of this, though. It's almost like you're doing a spring clean of your life. That's what it feels like to me. So I don't know whether you've just started a new business, or whether you're looking at, this could also be, will your work get better, or do I need to leave? Oh, interesting, because that's what came up for me straight away, was about work. For me, it feels like something new. So, I think that answers the question. I do want to say, for me, there's this, you're in the driver's seat. I want to say it's like this spring clean. It's, you really do need a shake up. And I want to encourage you to look elsewhere. That's what I got before you even. I don't know if there's somebody that, again, the new career and work changes came out, and also the new business came out. So I do want to say the answer is yes, yes, yes. You need to leave. find something a bit more suited. I don't know whether there's a male involved here that where you are that's not really that might be causing a bit of problems. Because that was coming up for me as well. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, you already knew that, darling. Sometimes we become comfortable with being uncomfortable as well. You know, it's that, you know, we're not really happy, but, you know, we just do. We become comfortable with being uncomfortable. I do want to encourage you to kind of get a little bit uncomfortable, and it's time to look elsewhere. And I do want to say there's something about good luck coming, and I do feel like this could possibly be around a male. Okay, this could possibly be around a male. So start looking. All right, darling. Lovely for you to join us. Thanks, Tash. You're welcome. Okay. Hi, Leanne. How are you, darling? Could I please have a reading? So I'm guessing just a general reading for you. No, there's no specific question there. Let's have a look. Oh, there's a lot going on with family at the moment. There's a lot going on with family. It feels to me, is there celebrations going on at the moment? I don't know whether there's new babies coming in or something around this. I just feel like there's growth in the family, if that makes sense. And there's also something about money coming in as well. There is something about money coming in. So I don't know if you're it feels to me like money coming in from an unexpected source, and it almost feels to me like a lump sum. So I don't know whether you're aware of that, whether there's something where you know that there's money coming in at the moment, or whether this is going to be a windfall or something around these. Definitely there's something coming that's going to bring a lot of joy. And no, but I don't know whether you can validate whether there's new babies coming in, or a new baby coming in, or something to do with the family expanding. Okay. Oh, you just got a new great granddaughter. Oh, okay. Because I just feel like from the other side there's just this big celebration going on about new life coming through. I also want to say, Leanne, there's a man around you, a gentleman around you. And as you understand the money. Okay, perfect. It feels to me like just a big lump sum, and I want to say there's a sense of almost I want to say I don't know whether it's going to be more than what you're expecting or something like this, but I do feel like there's going to be a surprise element. And I feel joy around that as well. I also, let me have a look. I also want to say there's a gentleman in spirit also who wants to step forward. I do want to say this man is directly connected to you, Leanne. This man feels to me like I want to come to the to Dad's side of the family. I want to come to the paternal side of your family. Leanne, is your father in spirit? It does feel to me like he's above, and I do want to say I'm on Dad's side of the family. It does feel like father energy to me. Can you confirm if your dad is in spirit, Leanne? Also, is there somebody who's just got engaged or just getting married as well? In the family, because I'm getting that coming up strongly. If you could just let me know about your dad, darling. It's oh, my cards are just going crazy tonight. Okay, well, I'll just give you the messages that I'm getting anyway. Oh, okay. Yes, but we never spoke. Okay. Keeping in mind, it doesn't really matter once our loved ones have crossed into spirit, depending, like, even if we've had really traumatic relationships with them or we never met them, once they're in spirit, they're around us. But I do want to say this gentleman he is appearing to me. Oh, okay. Maybe you'll get news soon that somebody's getting married. But I do want to say there is this gentleman is coming through and he's just above you on the dad's side of the family. So I do want to say this is dad coming through. I have to say, would you understand? There is a feeling of like, and I guess you've already said we never spoke. There is this feeling of like wanting to say sorry, and I also want to say that that apology I want to extend not only to you but to other people. There's a sense of I need to say sorry, but it's also to a lot of other people as well. I do want to say that. So, and I also there is a sense of I do want to say that he wants to extend that to the family. So that's what he's giving to me. But I do want to say that this year does feel a lot more financial. It does feel a lot more abundant, but not only just with the money. It feels abundant to me in other areas of your life as well. It feels, and there's a sense of being more abundant with time. So I don't know whether you're conscious. He hurt a lot of people. Yeah, okay, thank you, because he was needing to say it's not just a sorry to you, but it's a sorry to extend that sorry, that apology. He is giving to me that it's going to be also abundant in time. So I don't know whether you're looking at making changes to give yourself more time, but I do feel like there's going to be a lot more abundance in time for you, for yourself, as well as financial. He is, and I also want to say, I don't know whether you can validate whether there was an addiction with him as well, but that's the sense that I'm feeling around him, is that feeling of there was addiction as well. But I do want to say that he wants to apologize and for the hurt he caused, and know that on the other side now he is making up for it and being there to guide and to be, I guess, be the father that he never was. Okay, and when they apologize, it's one of those things we can either take it, or leave it. It doesn't really matter. That's how you feel about that, Leanne, but I'm just passing on the message. But I do want to say I feel like it's a good year for you. Very, very good year. Abundance is what I'm feeling, and very exciting. So I'll leave his love with you, and I hope that helps. Thanks, Leanne. And if anybody else has any questions, or anybody in spirit, or they're after a medium, it was alcohol. Yeah, okay. That's how he was presenting to me. And that's just his way of, I guess, acknowledging that that was a problem. That was a problem. Not making excuses for it, but he was just showing me that there was a problem with addiction. Okay. Hi, Inda. Lovely to see you. If you would like a reading, please feel free to pop. Oh, you have. Sorry, I just saw it. Oh, you're very welcome, Leanne. You're very welcome. Any messages for me, please? So just a general general message. Were you wanting mediumship, or were you wanting the cards? Or any love messages? Gee, I've even got my glasses on. Sorry, darling. Let's have a look. Any love messages for me? Let me have a look. Oh, what's coming up in... Okay. Hi, Tegan. Yes, I'll give you a reading next. I don't know why, but my cards are not only falling, but they're moving. They're flying out. Let's have a look for you, darling. Okay. Now, Inda, Love messages for you, please. Are you seeing somebody, or is there somebody? Oh, love messages. Are you seeing somebody, Inda? I'm getting the pay attention to the red flags card coming up. Okay, so I don't know whether there is. Yeah, they are. They flew right out. I had to bend right down under the table. So I don't know whether there is somebody that's on your radar at the moment, or that you've been seeing, or a situationship, or something along that. Okay, not yet. I do want to say that there are going to be. I just want to say, pay attention to the red flags. Okay, I did get the card coming up, that new love, and then I got the warning about the red flags. So just keep that in mind. Okay, just keep that in mind. Make sure you know your worth. That's what I want to say. Let's have a look. Out of curiosity, I know that you said not yet, but would there be somebody that you've already crossed paths with that kind of has caught your eye, or there's been a conversation or something of that nature just recently? Yes? Okay. Because for me, you know your worth now. That's fantastic. And okay, so there is somebody. I do want to say there is somebody that you've met that's around at the moment, and this could be the one. There's just this sense of like, this could be the one. Oh, it's your ex. Okay. I got you already met the romantic partner you seek. Okay. And this could be the one. Now, interesting how I also got the red flags come up as well. So what I want you to do is just make sure you're aware of what your boundaries are. Make sure you communicate really well. What is going to make it different this time? Okay, that didn't work last time. There's that sense around this. I do feel it still feels to me like this might be somebody new, Inga. I feel like I want to say I want to say I do feel like the red flags might have been about the person that you from the past, and I do feel like there's somebody new coming in. Okay, I do feel like there's somebody else, somebody new coming in who could be the one. All right, so just keep that in mind. I do feel if you are to kind of rekindle something from the past, you're going to need to be really fantastic with your communication. Make sure that both you express exactly what your boundaries are, and but I just feel like, for me, it feels like there's something better with new energy. All right, so just keep your eye out for those red flags. Okay. All right, my pleasure, and all the best with that. Okay, Tegan, let's have a look. Oh, thank you. Hi, Tegan, would love a relationship or mediumship. Okay, let's see what comes up for you. I do want to say, Tegan, I have a lady in spirit who just when I asked that question, she just jumped in like she was just waiting to come through. She begins to draw closer as well, Tegan. I do want to say I'm a mum. I am on mum's side of the family. I kind of felt a little bit muddled up. It's almost like I've got my words in my head, but I'm tripping over them as I speak. So I don't know whether there was some confusion with her towards the end, or whether you understand like just being confused, not being able to get her words out. Could even possibly be dementia or something like that, or just at the end, that confusion. I also want to say that she passed quite late in her life. That's what she's giving to me. This feels like a grandmother figure for me, Tegan. I don't know if you can validate this. But this is what she feels like to me. I also want to say that for her, it was a blessing when she passed. You do understand that? Thank you. Because I was like kind of struggling. I was with what I was thinking to get my words out. And I do want to say that she's giving to me that I don't know whether I don't know whether you can validate whether she enjoyed dancing when she was here or when she was younger, or whether she's just using this as 93. Oh, okay, yeah, no wonder she said she lived a good life, a long life. She's giving to me like, she's just showing me like I've got my dancing shoes on. There's this sense of being really free. That's what I want to say. So towards the end of her life, obviously, that she'd lost that independence, and she was incredibly independent during her life, very, very independent during her life. And that's how she met her husband dancing. Oh, that's beautiful, because she's giving to me that vision. So she wants you to know that she's got her dancing shoes on now. And I also want to say, I do believe her husband passed before her. This is what she's giving to me. She's giving to me that her husband passed before her, and he was there to meet her, and he was there to help her cross over. I also want to say that she wants to say thank you. Very strong and independent. Yeah, very, very. And I do want to say that there's just a lot of love for you. There's so much love, and she wants to just let you know she is okay. It was such a, she's giving to me, it was almost like, she's just showing me like it was a really easy transition for her. It was almost like as soon as she left the body, she had her dancing shoes on, and there was a lot of joy and reunion in that. But there is a lot of wanting to express her gratitude to the family, because she's giving to me that she was really taken care of, and she was really taken care of, and she's really grateful for that. Now, also, I don't know whether she had a problem with her hearing, but there's a feeling of like not being able to hear properly as well. And I guess at 93, I mean, I'm 55 and struggle, so I guess that's pretty obvious. But there's also a problem with her teeth she's giving to me. I feel that she had dentures, or there's something about her teeth not fitting, because she's giving to me that she's got a beautiful smile and teeth that, like, she's just giving to me that she's got a full set of teeth, and she doesn't have to worry about that anymore. I also want to say there was something that towards the end of her life, when she was in care and selective hearing, I also want to say towards the end of her life, I don't know whether something went missing from her room, or she lost something. Do you understand this? There's something about not being able to find something of hers that was in the room. And I do feel like this was when she was still here, Earthside. I do believe she's just bringing this up as evidence about misplacing something. I don't know, it could have even been a teeth, because she was just talking about her teeth. I don't know, but there is something that she's bringing to me about that. But she just wants to say thank you and a lot of love to the family, and to if you could let everybody know she's got her dancing shoes on and she's around everybody. And she's not missing out on anything. So I'll leave her love with you. Thanks, Tegan. Okay. Let me just... Hi, Bianca. Any messages for me? Or what do you see for me this year? A relationship, a baby? Oh... Let's have a look. Now, Bianca, does March mean anything to you? Does March mean anything to you, Bianca? March is coming up very strongly for me around you, and I do feel like And as soon as I was like, why am I getting March, and what's March in relation to? And I got the love and romance card coming up. March is only next month. So one thing I want you to remember, okay, don't stress, because it was when I was shuffling the cards and asked what March meant, I did get the love card around that. Now, keeping in mind that okay. Are you single at the moment, Bianca? Are you single at the moment? So March is going to be very significant. I do see a big energy shift for you there. To me, it feels like love. It does feel like romance. It does feel like that energy. So if you're not single, although I'm feeling like you are, if you are, yeah, thank you. So I do want to say, keeping in mind, you still have to be proactive and do your bit. Just because the energy is coming and I'm getting March, if you're just sitting at home on the lounge and not putting yourself out there, then of course, it's not going to happen. I want to say get really active in getting yourself out there, being out about. For me, March feels really significant around this, okay? And it does feel to me, it feels really good to me. It feels really good to me. Let's have a look. Oh, it almost feels, I don't know, but I almost feel like you're going to have choices. I almost feel like, I almost feel like you're going to have choices. Yeah, get off the lounge. Unless you just, I feel like you're going to have choices. But it also feels to me that there's going to be somebody quite significant that feels like a soulmate. It feels to me like a soulmate coming in. Okay, you're ready. You really are ready. And I want to say, stop kind of playing it safe. I know. I know, you've got to stop playing it safe. It's time to kind of step out, okay? Because I do feel this energy coming in, and it does feel like this could be the one, and I got the soulmate, and this one. I want to say be brave, all right? Because you don't want to miss this opportunity. I mean, I believe that nothing ever misses. It's meant for us, but what I want to say is, like, how many more lessons do you want to learn before you kind of get brave and put yourself out there? It does feel really good. It feels really good to me, okay? So get off the lounge, dust yourself off. Even if it's not like going to places to specifically meet someone, just go out. Just go out. Okay, because there is this sense to me that this is going to happen more organically than it does have an organic feel to me. It doesn't feel so much online, although I am going to say still do that. But I do feel like there's a feeling of being more organic in this in this opportunity coming your way. So be brave. You're worth it. You're very lovable. You're worthy of love, and enjoy, have fun. I'll leave that with you. Thanks, Bianca. Okay, so I'll just scroll back up to see. Hi, Jess. Would I do well in a holistic counselor job? Not sure if it's the right path. Oh, absolutely you would, Jess. Absolutely you would. Is it? What is going to light you up, though? That's what we'll have a look at. I do want to say whatever you do is going to have something to do with working one-on-one with people. You've got an incredible capacity to hold space for people, and people feel safe in your energy and not judged, and that's a beautiful gift. So you are going to make a difference. I do get a sense that it might look a little bit differently to how you've been thinking. It almost, what I want to say is, rather than say not sure if it's the right path, I want to kind of encourage you to start on that path. I do want to encourage you to take that leap, and I do kind of want to encourage you to do it now. There's a sense of kind of you've been toying with this back and forth, back and forth. I also want to say that I do feel like the fact you haven't taken the leap is more out of fear of whether it is the right path or not. I'm getting do it. Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't know whether you're drawn to working with kids, or whether that's something that's I don't know why, but I'm seeing like teenage kids, like, from like teenage kids up until like even early 20s is something where I feel that that's going to be a space that you'll okay, yes, definitely with kids, because I do feel like you've just got a gift, and definitely not kids. Interesting. I have to say, you might not see that now, but I do feel like later on, that's, even if you can't see it now, I do feel like later on you're going to go down that path. Maybe when you're older, but I want to encourage you to do this. I do feel like it's going to light you up. I also want to say there is just a sense of like you're not backing yourself. You've been thinking about, but like worried about, what if I just want to say, just jump in. Okay. You definitely are meant to be working in, the modality of healing. Absolutely. But I do want to encourage you. It's funny too, I got the children card come up when I was just doing that as well. So I have to tell you, I do think later on down the track, you're going to look back and go, I never thought I'd do this, but there is something around that. You've got a beautiful heart. Just watch your boundaries, okay? Because, it's that old saying that you can only help people who really want to help themselves as well. So be aware of people have to do their part as well, okay? So making sure you've got good boundaries so that you're not taking it on too much and it not affecting you, because you can only help people who want to help themselves. But I want to say go for it, Jess. I hope that helps. Okay. Hi, Ashley. I'd like to know if you're on the right path and pick the right course. I just want to say only you can answer that. Straight away, I just felt like you already know the answer to this. There's something about trusting your intuition. You're incredibly intuitive, like ridiculously intuitive. Out of curiosity, Ashley, do you do this? Do you work in the psychic space at all? You're very welcome, Jess. Very welcome. Yeah, Ashley, do you work in this area at all? If not, you should be. There's something to me that's sort of, I do feel like you should be. All right, let's draw some cards for you. Okay, let's have a look. Ashley, can you let me know if the course that you've picked has something to do with? No, I don't. Would be something I'd like to do. I want to encourage you to, Ashley, because straight away, as soon as I read your message, that I felt like you were probably already doing it. Find a development circle or something in your area and just go and sort of development circle and develop your skills. I do want to say I think you're underestimating. Everybody can do this. I don't believe it's a gift, even though that might upset some people. I do believe that we're all spiritual beings, and we've all got access to this. And your mind is very cloudy. Yeah. Again, if it's something that lights you up, find a development circle and go and have some fun. All right, let's have a look. Okay, I definitely got the study card coming up, which is when I'm asking about the course. I do want to say, are you having reservations about this? Would you understand this? Are you having reservations about what I'm being shown is you're second guessing yourself around this? And I want to encourage you to finish it. Okay, I really want to encourage you to finish it, because I'm hearing that this is not going to be wasted either way. So I don't know if that makes sense to you, but there is that feeling of it's not going to be wasted. I do want to really encourage you to see it through. With saying that, always trust your own intuition. If you're not enjoying something, then don't go follow it through just because I've said. But I am yes, definitely. I am being really encouraged from Spirit to kind of like see it through. And I do think things will, there's almost a feeling of a little bit of self-sabotage going on. I don't know whether you can understand that. So I don't know whether you're getting in your own head about this, or whether you're kind of just thinking it's not looking how you expected. But I want to say push through that, because there's just a sense of getting to that finish line and being really glad you stuck it out. So I hope that helps with your question. But I also want to encourage you to also explore. Yeah, you definitely stick to it. Perfect. Because I do feel like you're going to come out the other end and go, wow, I'm so like, there's going to be like this really like ignition of your passion, and you're going to be really glad that you stuck with it. And but I do want to encourage you to explore your psychic side as well. Yeah, fair enough. So maybe you could just find some ways to work out what is it that you could implement just to help you with that a little bit. I do feel like there's something about time management as well that I'm hearing from Spirit, and just being a little bit more organized. I also want to say that there is, if you can just get a little bit more organized and just start off that way, this year it's going to make it a lot smoother for you this year. So just bear with me. The card just flew out again. Yeah, and it's all about fresh start. I want you to get like the beginning of we're right at the beginning of the year. Start thinking about how you can make it easier for yourself this year. But I do feel like time management is the key. All right. Yeah, well done, darling. I can't imagine it would be. So it's just, that's why you've got to be super duper organized. I definitely am being told by Spirit that if you can get super organized with this, it's going to be a lot less stressful, and you're going to find that you'll even end up with more time with the kids and not be as stressed with that. So all the best with that, Ashley. I'll leave that with you. I hope that helps. Okay, let me just scroll back. Okay. Hi, Yumika. So, what's Joseph's energy towards me now after the mess he puts me into? Oh, okay. As I read that, I feel really heavy in my energy. It feels really, really okay. This feels really all right. I want to say to you, what are your boundaries? Okay, I do feel like that you're you're not even aware of what your boundaries are, and there's a sense of looking for validation from this person. Do you understand that? There's a feeling of you looking at him for validation. And I want to say, and it's like you're really confused and you're doubting yourself, and I'm getting there's a storm brewing. So I don't know whether you understand this, whether there's something going on, there's a disagreement, or there's something that's coming up where you're not agreeing on something. And there is just this sense for me that you just need to get really clear on your boundaries. You don't need validation from another person. Okay, so you don't need validation from Joseph, darling. This is all it's doing for you. And every time you're looking at him for validation, what you're saying is you're saying to yourself, you're not worthy enough unless this person is giving you that. I do want to say this is like an inward job for you at the moment. I don't think this relationship is healthy for you at the moment. So he keeps flirting and there's just this sense of, I want to say, I'm going to be really blunt and just say you need to just cut this. You need to cut him out. You need to block him. You need purely for your own self-worth. You don't want to be playing games. The reason I do want to say that what's the reason he did it? There's just this sense of him not being I want to say not I don't think he's going to make that commitment, and I do feel like he just likes to know that you're there. And I do get the sense that that I'm saying that people treat us how we kind of allow them to treat us. Like you've shown him that he can treat you that way, okay? And there's just this sense of it's going to keep repeating. It's going to keep repeating. I want to say you really need to block him. Okay, there's no other option I'm getting. Okay, this isn't healthy for you. It's not going to be a healthy relationship. And I try to always be as positive as I can, but I'm definitely getting this as you need to block. All right. It doesn't matter whether he's remorseful or he regrets what he did. I want to say that he's not invested in this. Okay. You need to block. All right. You need to make yourself the priority, and yeah, it doesn't matter. Okay. It's like he's done it and he will continue to do it. That's what I'm getting. Yeah. It really doesn't matter. And I want to say, regardless, even if he does present remorseful or regretful, I'm not feeling that. But even if he did, I want to say this behavior is going to repeat. It's going to repeat. All right. Darling, you deserve the world. Put yourself first. Okay. Just block. All right. All my love. All the best, darling. You deserve it. You deserve it. Okay. Let me just... Okay, Nigel. Has Monique messed around? Some guy behind my back physically. Hi, Nigel. How are you? Welcome. Let's have a look. Oh, straight away. Okay. What I want to say is, whenever we ask that question about somebody else, we know that things aren't great. Okay. That's what I'm being shown, is like when you get to the stage where you've got to ask that question, you know that this isn't healthy as well. I do want to say I'm not sure whether it's physically, but I do want to say I'm definitely getting there has been emotional energy going elsewhere. All right. I do want to say there has been emotional energy going elsewhere. I also want to say that, it's important that if you get to the stage where you start to doubt somebody, you just, trust yourself and ask yourself why you're asking that. But I do feel to me like you guys are on different pages. There's a sense of being on different pages. sorry, I'm just scrolling down to see if you respond. Okay. Yeah, I want to say you're both on different pages and you're both wanting different things. There's also a lot of miscommunication going on. I do want to say there's a lot of defensiveness. So whenever things are brought up, I feel like there's a lot of brick walls, a lot of not hearing each other, a lot of miscommunications. I don't think the communication styles are aligned. So you kind of not hearing each other. It doesn't, that's what it's feeling like to me. So I do want to encourage you to maybe, have a think about that, because to me, it does feel like you're just going to keep going around in circles and around in circles and around in circles. All right. So I hope that helps, Nigel. Thank you. Okay. Sorry, if I've missed anybody, I'm just scrolling back up. Hi, Nick. Oh, my son moved to Canberra near me. Oh. Okay. Has there been talk about this from him? I don't know why I want to feel like there's this sense of like going back and forth. Now, this possibly could mean, you're very welcome, Nigel. This possibly could mean that either he's been visiting back and forth, or whether there has been conversation about this going back and forth. There is something about this. I do want to say I'm getting a yes around this, but it does feel to me that it might not be on the timeline you're thinking. There's something about, okay, yes. There's something about, I do want to say, yes, I can see your son moving near you, but I do want to say it doesn't feel to me like it's going to be right on the same timeline that you're thinking. But I'm getting an absolute yes around this. Okay, I'm getting a yes around this. So I hope he's applying for a job here. Oh, okay, perfect. I want to say I'm getting yes. Okay. There was just something for me about just like not being exactly when you thought it'd be. So I'm not sure how that's going to unfold or look, but I want to say there's no need to worry. Definitely, I'm getting a big yes. So I hope that helps, darling. Okay. Okay. Hi, Rachel. My son and my relationship ever get easier, please? Okay. Out of curiosity, has it gotten worse in the last 18 months? Would you understand an 18-month timeline around this? You're very welcome. There's something, as soon as I read that question, I heard 18 months. So out of curiosity, has it been 18 months that things have gotten really quite rocky? If you could let me know, so I know whether that's with what's happened or whether that's what's coming up. I do want to say that I do want to say it will get easier, but I feel like there's a lot of things. So the last 18 months, it just felt like that was quite significant. I do want to say, yes, things are going to get easier, but not now. Okay, there's a sense of, I want to say, I don't know whether you can understand that I feel like there's a lot of anger, and that feels to me like the walls have gone up, and there's this sense of it's difficult for you to, for him to hear you, because I feel like he's just kind of closed up, and there's a sense of, I feel like there's been miscommunication. That's what I want to say. I feel like there was some hurt, and then it kind of grew, if that makes sense, or expanded on things that maybe weren't so true after that. I do want to say, yes, things will get easier. Are they going to get easier in very near future this year? I'm getting a no. Okay. But I do want to say there's just something about maybe putting it in writing, or maybe writing a letter and just expressing from your side. Definitely not addressing what's happened as such, But just focusing on from now or moving forward, there's something around this. I do feel like if you put it in writing and give him a letter, although he may not, there's a sense of, I don't know why, but they're giving to me, you'll be planting a seed. So even if he doesn't respond immediately, I do want to say that this is going to be definitely a positive move. So I do want to encourage you to maybe write a letter and send it to him. And I don't know, I want to say write a letter, not type a letter. Okay, so put it in handwriting, going back to the old snail mail. There's something about doing that I do believe is going to make a difference. Don't expect a response immediately. They're showing me there'll be a delay, but don't underestimate the positive effect that is going to have. So hopefully that makes sense. Thank you. I hope that helps. You have done it all. Okay. Well, even if you've done it all, know that they were saying to me that after the letter, you won't get a response straight away, but don't underestimate it, okay? Now you've just got to sit back and let time. He's very sensitive. You just got to sit back now. You've done it. Don't underestimate what's been done. They are showing me that it will turn around. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Okay, time for one more. Okay. Hi, Zay. Oh, okay. Sorry, Zay. It's hard to kind of keep up. What was your question? Did you have any messages for me? Oh, okay. Let's have a look. Yeah, sorry if I miss people, as you can appreciate. It's hard to keep up. So I do try to get to as many people as I can. So please don't ever take it personally. All right, let's have a look. Okay. Are you going overseas? Have you got a holiday plan? Do you understand this? I want to talk about a trip this year. That's a trip this year, or either you've just got back from one. There is a sense of thank you. There's a sense of and I want to say this feels to me like an overseas trip, and I want okay. And can you give me your name as well, if that's all right? Just if you could just pop in your Christian name, and then just tell me if you're going on a trip this year. Okay. Okay, I see lots of things going on. Like I feel really exhausted as soon as I sort of drew the cards, and I do feel like there's this feeling of like taking one step forward, two steps back, having delays and obstacles and challenges present themselves. So I don't know if you can relate to that, but it does feel to me like I want to say, as exhausting as that is, keep your eye on, okay, not that you know of with a trip. Okay, I do want to say I do see an overseas trip. Okay, so keep, that's something to look forward to anyway, isn't it? But I do feel like there is something about making sure you keep looking at what you're moving forward, what you've got your eyes on, and just keep moving forward, even though it feels like you're getting blocked or there are challenges and obstacles. Because I do want to say, once you get to the other side, it's going to be all worth it. That's the sense. I don't know if there's somebody around you at the moment that you're having issues with. When I say that, I don't know whether there's kind of like I do feel like anger around this person, or there's something about kind of knocking heads together. But I do want to say that this feels to me like maybe you've got to have a look at where you're. This also feels to me like it could possibly be a family member or someone that you can't actually just cut off. But I do want to say, just be aware of where you're spending your time. Make sure you're looking after your energy, and And yeah, and just keep going. I know that it's like one step forward, two step back. Keep going. You're on the right path. All right. I hope that helps. I will just do this last one for Rihanna, and then we might need to finish up. Hi, Rihanna. Is Matthew watching over me, and does he have any messages for me? Yeah, well, 100%. And this is for everybody. Our loved ones are always watching over us. And I do want to remind you that they're only a thought away. So your thoughts are energy. So make sure you keep talking to him. I want to say that I do believe that he passed before his time. I don't know whether you can validate this. You're very welcome. I do want to say there's a sense of passing earlier in his life. Do you understand this? This is what he's giving to me. And I also want to say around him as well that he's giving to me that he can hear you. He hears you talking to him. I also want to say that he's saying stop doubting yourself. Stop doubting yourself. It's almost like there's something going on at the moment. You keep asking him, am I doing the right thing? Or is this the right thing? Or there's something like that. Or you're asking for guidance. He's just acknowledging this as well. He passed before his time. Yeah. And I also want to say, I don't know why I keep doing this, Rihanna, but my nose feels really itchy. So I don't know if that means anything to you, either in reference to him or to you, but my nose is like, it's going crazy with his energy here, whether it's a hay fever thing or there's some, I don't know, or you guys have some kind of joke about no, I don't know, but my nose is going crazy. I do want to say that he is saying to you that you really need to sort of back yourself and stop doubting yourself. I also want to say, would you understand him wanting to say sorry as well? I do feel like there's something he wants to apologize for. That's what he's giving to me as well. I also want to say that was there something, okay, bear with me for a moment. Was there something around his passing I want to talk about? Was there no time for goodbye, or did somebody not get a chance to say goodbye? Do you understand this? The nose had to, okay. Thank you. Would you understand there was no time for goodbye? Do you understand this? And I also want to say, would you understand he really wants to say sorry? He really wants to acknowledge that. He really wants to say he's sorry. I do feel like that he's giving to me that he's accepting some responsibility. I do feel like he's accepting responsibility as well. He made some poor choices. I do feel like there is a sense of fun around him. And I do want to, he's giving to me to remember the good times, because I feel like he masked what was going on for him with humor and jokes and that kind of stuff. And he's coming through with that energy. He's also wanting to let you know that he's 100, like, oh, you understand 100%. He's absolutely fine. There's a sense of like all the things that weighed him down when he was here and all the things that he was troubled with, because behind that humor was a lot of struggle that you're aware of. And he's given to me that like they were all left behind on the earth plane. He's not struggling at all, and he needs you to know that he's not that. I don't know whether there's people around that I don't know whether there's people worrying about whether he's stuck or whether he's okay, or there's something that he's like he's really want to emphasize that he is absolutely fine. He does have a lot of remorse. There's a lot of like, I'm sorry for the pain that I caused other people. There's a lot of I didn't actually I want to say I didn't really think things through, or I didn't understand the gravity of it, and I'm sure you understand what he means by that. And but at the same time, he really wants you to know that he's at peace. Keep talking to him. He's really proud of you. You've made some massive changes for the better, and he's really proud of you, and I'll leave his love with you. And please know that keep talking to him, because he can hear that and he is guiding. So I'll leave his love with you, Rihanna. So thank you everybody tonight for joining us. Sorry if I didn't get around to everybody. Hopefully see you again next week. But remember, your loved ones are just a thought away. So Have a wonderful week, everybody, and thank you once again for joining us. Thank you.